meeting to order. It is Wednesday, October 3rd, 2022. It's a regular city council meeting. May I have roll call, please?
Councilman Blair.
Here.
Councilman Gillis.
Here.
Councilwoman Harris.
Here.
Councilman Martin.
Here.
Mayor Schoenberger.
Here.
Perfect.
I'd like to make a motion to excuse Mike Bendis, he's on vacation, and Jacob Scarlett, who is working. Support.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, they are excused. Will everyone please take a moment of silent prayer? And if you please stand for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
May I have a motion to approve this evening's agenda?
So moved.
Support.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, we have an agenda. This is the time for our presentations, and we're very happy that we are acknowledging the Algonac Art Fair 50th anniversary, and it will be presented by Councilman Ray Martin, and they will receive the Algonac Asset Award. Councilman Martin.
I would like to have the members of the group that worked so hard on this come forward. We are here and we are recognizing these people who work so hard on the art fair. And we all know it's a year-long process to get it going, to set it up, and once it's over, you start again for the next year. We appreciate it. It is with great pride that the Algonac City Council joins in celebrating the 50th anniversary of the Algonac Art Fair and recognizes the Algonac Art Fair Committee for their tremendous commitment and hard work for so many years to make this happen. We honor the Art Fair Committee with immense appreciation for holding this worthwhile event on the riverfront, bringing the arts to our community for all residents and guests to learn from and enjoy, and providing an excellent opportunity for artists, craftsmen to share their work with others. The Algonac Art Fair Committee members include, and you hear your name, at least wave to be recognized, Heidi Campbell, not with us, Joe Fiedler,
He's not here.
Kathy Goujon,
Really?
I know Annette Heiser
Yeah.
is. Julie Meitinger? Meitinger. Sue Reck, Pat Vandenberg, and Maxine Zembrowski. Annette Heiser and Pat Vandenberg have been members of the committee for over 30 years. Julie Meitinger. And Maxine Zembrowski have been on the committee for over 20 years. Their long-term dedication to this valuable event is highly regarded. The annual art fair brings many independent artists to the community, hundreds of people from across the state, along with Algonac residents who appreciate the art and music and culture that enhances our community. The Algonac Art Fair is a juried fair that began in 1972 and is held annually over Labor Day weekend. And something additional I'd like to mention is that friends of mine who go to the art fairs all over the state say this is one of the best, which was very nice to hear. The Algonac Asset Award is being given. The City of Algonac presents this award to the Algonac Art Fair Committee for Algonac Art Fair 50th anniversary. It is with great pride that we acknowledge and celebrate 50 years of art in the city. We are grateful for your dedication and commitment to providing the residents of Algonac and surrounding communities the opportunity to enjoy the art fair for so many years. It's an event that has truly enhanced the lives of many. Thank you for all you've done that has made the city a better place to live, and it's signed by Mayor Terry Stoneberg. Thank you.
Oh, picture.
Okay. Get us on our good side. Make us look skinny.
All right. Everybody cheese? Got it, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, all of you, thank you very much for all you do.
And you look like, you make it look like it's really simple thing.
How are you?
And we know behind the scenes, there's a lot of organized chaos going on, and we really appreciate it. We really, thank you. At this time, it is time for our public comment. Keep in mind that you will state your name, your address, and you'll be limited to 5 minutes to speak. And if everyone would please pay attention. We will not, council does not comment while you're making your public comments, but we do listen very carefully. If somebody would like to speak, please come to the podium.
Hello, Dog Baby, 710 Street. I want to discuss the detailed report on Robbins that Mr. Bevis had asked for. And this was, I'm assuming, to address the concerns and maybe give some details to the residents who were here at the last meeting. There were actually a couple of the residents on Robbins that I spoke to last Sunday who actually believed that this report was going to be mailed to them. They didn't know that they were going to have to go to the website, click on a link for agenda packets, click on the agenda, then scroll through to see this. But I printed them out and gave them to all the residents who live on Robbins. There's a couple things that I want to ask or discuss about this. First, flyers distributed to residents, there were 3 flyers. Then in the complaints about the contractor section, now remembering 3 flyers, it says all residents affected by this project were provided with contact information from the contractor, engineer, and DPW multiple times. Were those 3 flyers multiple times? I'm not sure. I don't know. Now, under communications, city council, city manager communications, weekly Thursday city manager reports to city council. Now, those people who live on Robbins, unless they submitted FOIAs for those reports, wouldn't see them. You guys know this. But why would this be in a report to give the residents on Robbins detailed information on what's going on when there's things in here that they can't see unless they submit FOIAs? Detailed monthly engineering reports provided to city council by HRC. Again, unless you submit a FOIA, you're not gonna see that. Not quite sure what monthly reports never provided by previous city engineer has anything to do with this, but it's in there. Now, May 17th, there was a change order presented regarding, laterals on Robbins, and that Deutsche had to do, that there was issues with the laterals, and they wanted to do more, of the camera work and all of that. Now, Denise had said that when Mr. Blair asked, about that, she said there is a problem with the laterals on Robbins. And I haven't seen anything yet that discusses any issues with the laterals, and mostly what's going to be done with these issues on the laterals on Robbins. When I talked to these people who live on Robbins on Sunday, and a couple more of them on Monday, a lot of them were going to be here, but we got a storm coming. But I promised these people I would bring this up, because that's what this report I thought was supposed to do, was to give them a detailed report on what's going on, not stuff that they can't get unless they submit FOIAs for it. So that's all I got on that. Second is, back in June, I had seen, information about the Michigan Spark Grant. And I'd actually sent an email to, the DNR to see if I could find out more information about it. And they sent me some stuff. Then I see Mr. Bryson brought it up at their meeting on Monday night. So my question would be, considering this is a $65 million grant program, and it is to use to renovate or redevelop public outdoor opportunities, my question is, has our engineering firm HRC started, hopefully by now, to get something to submit in an application for this grant, this $65 million grant program? Because the way this grant goes, it might actually help out with the pool. This is, like I said, this is a $65 million program. This is something that, like I said, I just stumbled across it in June. And I would hope that this is something that has already been started by HRC to get this application submitted. Thank you. Have a good night.
Thank you. Next? Anyone else?
Good night, ladies.
Good night, ladies, thank you very much.
Thank you.
No, I am.
Yes, hello, good evening. Bertie Fair, 669 Townsend Court. Basically, I want to give a big shout out to people that worked the polls yesterday. They had an extremely long day, and a lot of people came to me, said how professional, how friendly, and how organized they were. So I just want to give a big shout out to the people that worked the polls. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Seeing no one, we'll now time for our city manager's report. There were some, concerns about, agenda items and how they're placed on our agenda, and I'd like to explain that first before we go into the city manager's report. The city council agenda is, has been where formal actions are taken by the city council, by the government body. For example, when we purchase road salt, authorizing payment to a contractor for tree removal, award a contract for something. The items that are solely for the purpose of informing and advising, like the request of information from Councilman Bembas to get council the update of everything that happened, that has not been designated as a formal agenda item, as there is no action that will be taken by us. That is why the city manager was requested to provide the information during the city manager's report portion of the city council meeting. And after the report is presented, city council may discuss as needed with the city manager, and be called on and when you have the floor, you can discuss the information or ask questions of the city manager when you have the floor. So I just wanted to explain why it was not put on the agenda. We are not taking action on it, we are listening to it, we're gathering information. All right, and with that, City Manager Gerstenberg, your report, please.
Thank you, Mayor Stoneburner. So I will start off with Scout Park today. So all of the equipment has been installed and the fencing was installed today and the gates. We have one item left. We still need the communication core board. As long as we have that next week, we will be hoping to schedule the ribbon cutting for the second meeting in August. So that's very exciting. It's looking excellent over there. An update on Orchard Street. All the pavement has been removed on Orchard Street. They are storing their machines at Michigan and Orchard. No one has been affected, their access has not been affected. No driveways are blocked. Everyone has access. There is one house that does still have access, but they must use St. Clair Drive instead of Michigan in order to access their driveway. The construction depends on the weather right now with what's going on with the rain tonight. Hopefully they will be able to start some paving next week. As for Robin Street, the report was never intended to be mailed to residents. That was never part of the discussion. The report that was provided to City Council as well as the backup material was to explain what goes on with the communication and the progress of a construction project. So the public, there is public communication for the Robin Street project. City Council items is discussed at the City Council agenda. The city manager does report on Robins during the city manager's portion of the council meeting. There were flyers distributed to the residents. On every single flyer, there's the name, they have the name of the contractor and the phone number, and also the on-site inspector, as well as DPW if they have any questions. Whenever construction is going on, there is someone out there, so that if the residents have questions, they can talk to any of those people that are out there. Also, obviously, the city manager communicates weekly with city council, so obviously there will be, anytime there's anything going on, city council's informed of that in their packets. City council also receives detailed engineering reports. If residents ever want to ask you any questions, you have the materials available to you to look back at, or you can always contact me and I can give you the latest update for the day. Obviously, construction schedules are always changing. Let's see, complaints about the contractor. I know the residents were here and they did discuss some rather unprofessional behavior by the contractor. No city employee or engineering inspector received any complaints, but we have talked to the owner of the construction company and advised him that the complaints have been received. Also, I'd like to mention about the impact of COVID. The entire construction industry, including owners, developers, contractors, subs, supply chain vendors, have been impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic. Pre-pandemic, the industry was already facing a historic shortage of skilled labor. In addition, during COVID, many workers who were laid off in the winter refused to return to work, citing a preference for unemployment benefits, virus concerns, or family responsibilities. Moreover, supply chain issues developed. The pandemic caused not only a shortage of materials, but also a decline in shipping by both land and sea. For example, the Robin Street project included replacement of the existing water main. It took almost 8 months to obtain enough pipe to complete the installation. That is why this particular project has been taking so long. We knew in July of 2021 that the water pipe was not available. They started construction in September. In October, they were running into numerous problems because of poor soil conditions. They didn't have enough qualified contractor personnel or equipment and lack of materials. And by December, the majority of the new water main was installed. We had major problems with the new water main. Obviously, that's why it was being replaced. But as they were digging, things were breaking apart, pieces were falling off, and we had a lot of water main breaks for this particular project. And then, of course, we were in the middle of winter, and there was no way they could complete everything until the spring. So right now, They have installed the first course of asphalt. They were working on the water shutoffs last week. They did do the concrete sidewalks and driveways last week, then we have to wait 7 to 10 days for them to cure. Today, the soils were staked by the engineering company. They need to complete the ditch work and remove the spoils prior to paving. And that hydrant that was mentioned by Mr. Williams at the last meeting, that will be adjusted once the final grade has been completed. In conclusion, this is an important infrastructure project based on the age of the water main, the frequency of the breaks, and the poor condition of the existing pavement. The improved road will enhance the quality of life for residents. There'll be additional paved parking areas and curbs to control drainage and property damage, and replacing the water main is necessary for the long-term well-being of the community. Ultimately, both the projects will raise their property values. Despite the challenges caused by the pandemic, the end is in sight. We are almost there.
Thank you.
I have some more.
Oh, okay,
Besides Robbins,
okay.
Mrs. Davy mentioned the Spark grants. We are aware of the Spark grants, and we are working on those applications. And, I have a really exciting news. So, yesterday, I was invited by County Commissioner Jeff Bowman to attend a meeting with EDA of St. Clair County, who are members of the EDA, and the Blue Water Chamber of Commerce to discuss the elementary school. At that meeting, I was introduced to Dr. Deshawn Proctor, the founder of the Queen Shirley Foundation and CEO of Honor First. Dr. Proctor has signed a purchase agreement to acquire the school. The Queen Shirley Foundation is a nonprofit 501c3 which provides a holistic approach to mental health through virtual workshops for people living anywhere in the United States or Canada. The focus is on inner transformation, self-exploration activities, tapping into creativity and well-being education while supporting networking with other like-minded participants. Workshops are offered in art, music, dance, theater, writing, body positivity, holistic lifestyle, skincare, hair care, makeup, and fashion, just to name a few. Their corporate partners include Cigna, Oxford Healthcare, Blue Cross Blue Shield, Aetna, and United Healthcare. The foundation and Honor First LLC would like to open a health and wellness social club in the elementary school. Per the Queen Shirley Foundation website, this would be a highly diversified, integrated, resort-style health and wellness center opening in 2023. QSF is a multicultural organization serving people of all ages, races, ethnicities, religions, gender identities, and income levels. More information about these organizations can be found at queenshirleyfoundation.org and honorfirstllc.com. Now, at this time, it is still an open real estate transaction. We have not closed yet, and there have been no plans or other documents submitted to the city about what the future facility will look like. More information will be shared as it becomes available.
Good news. There's movement.
I have a question, Mayor Stormwater.
Are you done with your report?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do they have to, right now it's still residential, do they have to rezone it and go through planning?
They haven't submitted anything yet, so, they will have to go through the planning department, but I haven't seen anything yet.
Okay. Anyone else? Looking forward to getting more information as it becomes available.
So,
Thank you. All right. At this time, we need to approve our consent agenda. It consists of our last regular city council meeting on July 19th, 2022 minutes. May I have a motion, please?
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
Support.
Comments, questions, concerns? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, we've approved the consent agenda. We have no unfinished business, and we'll get right into our new business. First up, we're being asked to approve the SAW sewer cleaning and televising pay estimate number 2. Algonac secured a 3-year stormwater asset management and wastewater SAW grant through the Michigan Department of Environment, Great Lakes, and Energy. And City Council approved engineering services for SAW grant asset management plans at their meeting on August 18th, 2020. Sewer cleaning and televising is one of the tasks required for the completed to be completed with SAW grant funds. City Council awarded this contract to Deutsche Environmental Services on November 16th of 2021. 90% of the costs are reimbursable through the SAW grant. We received the pay estimate number 2 for City Council to review and approve. May I have a motion, please?
I'll make a motion to approve sewer cleaning and televising pay estimate number 2 for work completed April 30th through June 30th, 2022 to Deutsche Environmental Services, whose address is 21221 Mullen Avenue in Warren, Michigan, in the amount of $86,564.95.
Support.
Comments, questions, concerns?
Mayor Stoneberg,
Yes.
are we getting copies of all the videos that are being taken?
Mrs. Gerstenberg?
Yes, we will be getting copies of all of those council bills.
Is it, Mayor
Yeah, go
Stoneberg,
ahead.
is this something that's ever been done before in Algonac?
Mayor Gillis, I do have documentation that there was some, sewer cleaning or sewer, televising done in 1999.
Okay.
But I'm not aware of anything that was done with those at that time.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Roll call, please.
Councilman Blair.
Yes.
Councilman Gillis.
Yes.
Councilwoman Harris.
Yes.
Councilman Martin.
Yes.
Mayor Stoneberg.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Next, we're being asked to approve the water filtration building and roof improvements, final payment. On August 3rd, 2021, City Council approved water filtration building and roof improvements, which included the award of the bid to Brown Schroeder and Company in the amount of $111,319 plus $15,000 contingency fund for the total project amount being $126,319. The award was approved by the Clay Township Board of Trustees on July 19th, 2021. There was one change order to rework the brick at the perimeter of the building in the amount of $8,850. The total and final project cost is $120,169. The contractor has provided all warranty documents. May I have a motion, please?
I'll make
Go ahead.
a motion to approve final payment for water filtration building and roof improvements to Brown Schroeder and Company, whose address is 6827 East 9 Mile Road, Warren, Michigan, 48091, and the amount of $120,169 as presented.
Support.
Comments, questions, concerns? Roll call, please.
Councilman Gillis.
Yes.
Councilwoman Harris.
Yes.
Councilman Martin.
Yes.
Mayor Stoneberg.
Yes.
Councilman Blair.
Yes.
Motion carried.
The third item under new business is to approve the wastewater treatment plant bar screen project loan payoff. In 2014, St. Clair County initiated a $585,000 project to replace the bar screen at the wastewater treatment plant. This project was financed through the State of Michigan Clean Water Revolving Fund. A bar screen is a filter system designed to remove objects from wastewater and protect pumps from clogging. It is the first level of filtration used by wastewater treatment plants. Every year, Algonac contributes $75,000, and Clay and Ira Township each contribute $87,500 to an equipment replacement fund. St. Clair County then makes payments from the equipment replacement fund to the State of Michigan Clean Water Revolving Fund. The State of Michigan has recently provided a payoff amount of $198,469.24. To make final payment on the loan, St. Clair County needs written approval from each community to pay the loan balance from the equipment replacement fund. May I have a motion, please?
I'll make a motion to approve the wastewater treatment plant bar screen project loan payoff as requested by the St. Clair County Department of Public Works, with funds from the wastewater treatment plant's equipment replacement fund in the amount of $198,469.24 to the State of Michigan's Clean Water Revolving Fund, and authorize the city manager to sign the authorization form on behalf of the city.
Support.
Comments, questions, concerns? Roll call, please.
Councilwoman Harris.
Yes.
Councilman Martin.
Yes.
Mayor Stoneberg.
Yes.
Councilman Blair.
Yes.
Councilman Gillis.
Yes.
Motion carried.
And our last item under new business is to approve water plant maintenance contract with chlorine analyzers. The water plant has 3 CL17 online chlorine analyzers and 1 benchtop turbidimeter. These analyzers monitor the chlorine in the distribution system. The current maintenance contract with Hatch has expired, and Hatch is the sole source maintenance provider for these instruments. The state of Michigan requires 24-hour online monitoring of the analyzers. It is recommended that the contract with Hatch be renewed to keep the system compliant with Eagle requirements. May I have a motion, please?
I'll make a motion to approve a 1-year maintenance contract for 24-hour monitoring of chlorine levels to Hatch, whose address is P.O. Box 608, Loveland, Colorado, 808-839, in the amount of $3,786.
Support. Comments, questions, concerns?
Mayor Stoneberg, if I could comment?
Yes.
I'd just like to give a thank you to Sonny Jacob, our superintendent of the water department, for always being on top of our filtration system for our fresh water. Thank you.
Anyone else? Roll call, please.
Councilman Martin,
Yes.
Mayor Stoneburner,
Yes.
Councilman Blair,
Yes.
Councilman Gillis,
Yes.
Councilwoman Harris.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Our next item on the agenda is to approve accounts payable and payroll. May I have a motion, please?
In the absence of Councilman Scarbeck, I would like to make a motion to approve accounts payable and payroll in the amount of $374,965.98.
Support.
Comments, questions, concerns? Roll call, please.
Mayor Stoneburner,
Yes.
Councilman Blair,
Yes.
Councilman Gillis,
Yes.
Councilwoman Harris,
Yes.
Councilman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
It's time for council comments now. Now the alphabet's all messed up with people absent. Darn.
Next
Oh,
agenda.
what's on the next agenda? Now I can figure out who's alphabetical when you do that.
Thank you, Mayor Stoneburner.
Yeah.
Let's see. We will be discussing whether or not the council meetings will remain at 6 or move to 7, starting in September. We will be probably final paying the Scout Park play equipment. We'll have a PowerPoint on the new ordinances that have been passed by City Council, and hopefully the Scout Park ribbon cutting.
Thank you. Now, Councilman Blair,
Yes.
got the alphabet down.
Oh,
Council comments.
thank you, everybody, for coming out this evening. I want to congratulate the 6 candidates that are going to move on to our November election. Also, a shout out to our fabulous group that gets our art fair together. They do a great job. It looks like a lot of them have been on there for quite some time. Looks like we've got a storm coming, so I'm gonna keep it short. So again, thanks for all the hard work at the polls, for our municipality and everybody that helped out there, and hope everybody have a great night, and thanks.
Councilman Gillis.
I would also like to congratulate everybody from all the winners from yesterday, all the people that worked. It was great. It was nice yesterday to sit around as a group of people that are running for Algonac, not running against each other. Because I feel that's very important, because no matter what happens, in the second week in November, the council that sits here is gonna be the council that runs this city. So whether I make it or not, I'll be rooting for it, because this is my hometown. And I'd like to say thank you to Lisa and her team, because I know how late it was that she was here. Actually, I don't, because I left before you did. And congratulations to the art fair, and I think that might be all I have this evening.
All right, Councilwoman Harris.
Well, I thank everyone for coming. Congratulate the members of the art fair, and also congratulations to the 6 candidates that are running for council in November. Thank you.
Councilman Martin.
Yes, congratulations to the people running for council that made it through the first round and then the second round. Thanks again to the Art Fair Committee. Over the years, I've seen how hard and how much time they spend in the park and getting this going. And thank you for quality work at the election, Pulse, the workers, and Lisa, thank you.
All right, I too wanna thank Lisa and her team, you kept it all together, and, it wasn't as late as 2020, but it was late, and, we appreciate all you and your team do to keep our elections the way they're supposed to be. I wanna give a shout out to Jennifer Rochon. She is a person who graduated from Algonac High School. She graduated with honors from the University of Michigan, and then went on to serve in the U.S. Peace Corps as a math teacher. That's near and dear to my heart. She attended New York University Law, and she lives in New York City, and she has just been confirmed as a U.S. District Court Judge for the Southern District of New York. And we couldn't be more proud to have our hometown girl out in New York doing her thing, and that makes me happy. So some leave the town, but they still do us proud, you know. And I agree with Rocky. In November, it doesn't matter who's sitting here, we all care and love our city, and it needs to carry forward and move forward, and we need to move on to great things, and we need to keep doing that, and I'm sure we will. Also, we received a thank you note, beautiful handmade card from a person named Carrie Schultz, and it's to all of us on council. Thank you for all of you for everything you do each day to keep our city running smoothly and helping its citizens. Keep smiling and have a very blessed day. And I tell you, there's days you need this, so this is great. We have our art and craft show on the 13th of August coming up. We also have that yard sale trail going on. Please be careful. There's a lot of cars out and people driving all over, checking all the yard sales and the estate sales and all the stuff going on. Just be careful, watch out for people. And with that, Councilman Blair.
I would like to make a motion to adjourn.
Support.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We're out here.